Okay, this is the Winston County Board of Commissioners meeting. It's January 25th at 10 a.m. Roll call, please.
Jim Marlowe.
Present.
Ward Gentry. Tim Atkinson.
Present. All right, at this time, Travis came to me and I think he said he's got a meeting he has to get to. So let's go ahead and jump down to the road extension project invoices.
Okay, can I borrow those?
Yes.
So, these are the first round of invoices from Walker's Club. From the road extension. From the road extension, yes, the road extension project for Reed Station. So the first one here, which I've already reviewed and signed off, you guys look at. That one involves project signage, the relocation work for the Cambria Road testing and inspection. A lot of that was preliminary environmental type stuff. Geotechnical investigation, a lot of that was preliminary stuff. Water permits, IEPA, stormwater permits, the Vermont overlay part of that, engineering services for the road. Under legal and closing, that was the banking funds, the banking that was originally set up for the financing that we discussed at another time. The development fees and general conditions, and those are based on percentages of the job completed. As far as the legal and closing on that one, I talked to Ashley extensively about that and looked at the billing that they provided for that. He said that was usual and customary for that type of charge, and I basically approved that based on that recommendation from Ashley. So that's the first one, and that is for $984,956.57. And we do have conditional lien waivers for every charge on there. Additionally, we have an overarching lien waiver from Baxter Construction that covers the entire amount. So if one of the subs falters, then Tony's got a lien waiver to cover it also. So it's, in my opinion, it's like a double coverage for us. The second invoice that I'm going to give you guys is for $1,328,726.49. The majority of that work for the Reed Station extension is mobilization charges and material charges. The mobilization, according to the spec book, they're allowed to charge up to 75% of the mobilization bid once the contract's awarded. So that was that part of that money. And then the majority of the remainder of that is for material, where they bought pump stations, piping material, things on that order that's on the job. And $382,000 of that is for the Vermont overlay to finish paying ET Simons. And then the percentages on general conditions and development fee, that's a lot of the stuff that Tony had in there for his manpower to get things done. So I have reviewed them all, and again, we have additional lien waivers on all that, plus the overall condition waiver from Tony Baxter Construction. The first page on here is a summary of the second page on here is a summary of all the charges and all of the supporting documentation behind it. And then the front page is the invoice that we developed with the treasurer's office to make payment. I think once you guys sign these, then they're going to wire the money to Baxter in accordance with the instructions that he sent.
Okay.
The other thing I'll tell you is the next round, I got them to pull all the land acquisition out of these bills, and they're going to present those on the third one. So just a quick update, they do have they've had to kind of slow up on a little bit of the construction on each station due to a land acquisition issue It's not that the people are not willing, it's just there's heirs out of town and they're having trouble getting all the signatures. But they don't anticipate that's going to be okay. So yeah, I'd say I think everything there's good to go. So expect the next bill here in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
The land acquisition's still on the schedule, and you said they pull that out, are they gonna have their own separate schedule of volumes? What else? It's on the building form.
Did I take the dollar down?
Okay, so land purchase was $1.4 million.
Yeah, but they didn't bill it.
They haven't.
They didn't bill it, that's correct.
Are they gonna change, are they gonna take this out of the schedule values?
No, that's what they've already spent, but they didn't bill for it, see, if you look back.
Right, I saw that they hadn't billed for it.
Right. So that's how they're tracking, what they've spent, but they haven't billed for it yet.
Okay. All right.
I mean, this is just their overall tracking.
That's their
This is their
overall-
budget.
This is their schedule
This
values.
is their scheduled values
Yes.
and their budget, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when they actually do it, it'll move over into another column.
Right, then it'll move over into it will go from this column, then it will go to work completed.
Yes, work
column.
completed, yeah,
And then we'll have percentages of what they
That's
spent.
correct.
Of course, when you said that they spent a little bit of money on here, we don't know what that amount is
yeah,
yet.
it's getting pretty close. I know the last bill that I seen was like 1.3 million.
Okay.
So they're getting real close to finishing up all the way.
Okay, so right now, they're total about 7.36% complete. Is that what you see there?
On that bill, that
And this,
bill,
this
correct.
$900,000
Yes,
bill.
yes. And then on this one here, this is not this.
I haven't got through that one yet.
This here, what it is now.
We're about 18%.
Yeah,
Almost 18%.
that's correct.
So I'll go through this one here real quick.
And the second page in there is this is a breakdown I did just for myself to track
Yeah,
under these pay items. So that kind of gives you a summary.
yeah, that's handy. I like that.
And your copy doesn't say it, but on the far end, I've got the type of lien waiver that we receive for each one of these. So that when I get the next billing, once I get the lien waiver that's not conditional, I'll go mark this off. So that's how we're tracking.
And we haven't heard anything from any of the employees about prevailing wage pay.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
So we will investigate if we get a complaint about that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the contractors that are out there, I just don't.
I believe they're gonna be, yeah.
I just don't
we
see
shouldn't
that
have any
happening.
issues.
You know, the Samaron and E.T. Simons and Kinsey, these are all state, they're all pre-approved through the state. I just don't see it. I mean, these unions, they know the guys that's out there working. If they see a guy they don't recognize, they're gonna find out about it. Yeah, and we will be the first to hear, I'm sure.
And I probably will ask every time we get one.
That's fine, that's fine. Jerry Womack has got my number. He'll be calling me if there's any problem, I guarantee you.
Okay.
So, hey, guys, if you get into this later and you got any more questions, don't hesitate to call me. So, these guys, and actually, I'll tell you, they've been more than accommodating, providing whatever we ask for.
I don't see them on the surface that looks different or odd to me.
Okay, sounds good.
Lord knows I've filled out hundreds of those over the years.
All right, so if you guys don't have anything else on this, I'm gonna go to the other meeting. I'll if you need anything else.
Thanks, Travis.
All right.
Okay. Back up just a little bit. Go back.
Just what, Travis, you did say, were you gonna talk to Rhett this week on Friday?
I have tentatively set up a meeting with the union and Rhett on another issue,
Okay.
but I have not heard from Rhett as far as meetings, as far as the contract.
Would you be available on Friday?
Yeah. We want me to check, but I'm pretty sure.
Friday morning, first day.
Well, we may want to have a labor consultation, right?
Friday morning.
So that is the 28th, yeah, I'm available. on 28th, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Tentatively, I don't know.
Yeah, so that other meeting is tentative at my office.
Okay.
Uh,
Is he coming to see you? Is that what you're doing?
yeah. That's a personnel issue, so. But then we get right after that. I haven't got time on it yet either.
Backing up just a little bit here, is there anything under old business? If not, we'll finish up on new business. We have, the first item is the appointment of the Supervisor of Assessment. We put notice on our website, and we also put notice on Indeed website that we are posting a job opening for the Supervisor of Assessments. We listed all the qualifications for the position, and we received about, I think, 6 different applications. After looking at these applications, there was only one individual on the application, on all the applications that was qualified, and that was Alex Simpson. So, you guys want to say anything before we approve?
Okay, quick question. Did we send the other people a letter or something that says we're not qualified?
I sent them an email. They all had emails on file. I sent them an email letting them know that they weren't decided on.
That's just out of respect. I mean, they weren't even close. No, only I can say is I've watched Alex, you know, 3 years? Staff here? Yeah, it seems like it 10.
No, I've been here 10 years.
Here? I have not.
Where?
Are you kidding me?
Have you really?
I've been an assistant for 3 years.
3 years. Oh, that's what I meant. 3 years.
Couldn't hide them, yeah.
Well, from what I can see as assistant, one thing I noticed Jeff do is he shadowed him on everything, you know, to make sure that you knew what was going on. That was impressive. Man, time flies by. I don't know when he's been to you. And you come up with new ideas that those school people don't come up with, your younger generation, of course. When we do the board review and stuff like that, that's impressive, and I think you've got the knowledge, and I'm thrilled for you to get the position. I think you did a great job.
Yeah, I think he's going to be an excellent choice. Now, I only met you last year, but I'm working with you this year. I think he's more than capable of doing this job.
I would have to agree, and I know it's been tremendous whenever people call and I call you to come over and help work through an issue or a problem. You've been very helpful, very knowledgeable, and I think you do a great job. So with that being said, we just need a motion to appoint. Now, let me ask you a question before we do this. Is this a new appointment and for how long?
This is a new appointment for 48 months.
48 months? Okay, so he doesn't fill the remainder of Jeff's term.
No, what he's done is basically like Jeff has gone on vacation or something. All he's been doing is just kind of
Okay.
run the show for 3, 4, 5
Okay,
days.
all right, so this is a brand new appointment for, does it say?
It doesn't say on there.
No, it doesn't say on that.
And then you'll have
The
to-
oath and the information.
You have to figure out how to get sworn in and all that. That's up to you how you do that.
Guys, you guys,
Do we,
I'm not apologetic for any
I followed what we had on file for Alex
Yeah.
and our first.
Yeah, this is it.
It doesn't say a time frame. I don't know if there's something else you guys do. I think it's just
Well,
in your motion maybe.
This was all
Was
we
there
had
anything
on
else
file
that
for
besides,
Jeff,
this is all we
too.
had in file? Did you see anything else?
No,
That's all Jeff had.
so how do we know it's for 4 years?
because his previous ones went from 16 to 20.
I think I'd have to double check, but I think by statute, appointment for supervisor assessments are always 48. They can be elected for 6 years, but appointments are always 48.
We'll do 48. How's that? Huh. Well, I'll be glad to make the motion, and I'll make the motion to appoint Alex J. Simpson as the new supervisor of assessment of Williamson County.
I'll second.
Jim Marlowe,
Yay.
Brent Gentry,
Yay.
Tim Atkinson.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Then once you get sworn in, sworn at, 10 minutes later. Job work.
Alex, I think, like I said, I think you did a great job. And when we have board review, when you put up the properties up on the screen, when we have people in here for the hearing, even without the hearing, we're going through abstracts if we need to. It's tremendous help, very knowledgeable. I look forward to good things with you.
It's not a job where everybody's gonna like you.
It's a very difficult.
Of course, this one isn't either, so.
Let's start at none of us like.
Been at it or around it for 35 years, so.
Yeah.
Your dad was what, supervisor?
Supervisor of Assessments and Ethics for 30 years, so.
Good deal. You did a great job.
All right, bud.
All right, moving on, ARPA funding award. You know what it is.
I do not, I just have, no, I don't, what? No, I just have the questionnaires that we asked,
Okay.
The awards, we just sent out?
the awards we just sent out. No, I don't have a list of that.
I have it on my notes of who you guys awarded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that one. You already sent the letters.
I just
We gotta
sent-
sign them. Well, I signed it.
Yeah, I just got the last signature on it this morning, so I'll be mailing them out.
I had to call Weekend, the guy asked when they're coming out.
But the funding award is what Andrew had sent over last Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Did you guys
Tim,
read through the
Yeah.
Tim had some
participation agreement?
corrections.
I did.
I read through, there was just one minor change I wanted to make in one of the paragraphs in one of the sections.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I sent that to him, last week, and I haven't heard back from him on that. And it essentially comes down to whenever the agreement is being terminated at the very end, for whatever reason. One of the reasons was it could be terminated once the funds were exhausted. And that wasn't, in my opinion, that wasn't clear about terminating that at that point, because there still will be reporting and auditing that will need to be done. And so all I did was have him specify that to make that more clear. Other than that, I think it looked pretty good, dude.
Yeah, it was. But we don't know where he's at
I have
on
no
it.
idea.
So, and I've not heard back from him on that since then.
Okay. So,
So what if I got a question though. So what if let's just say an entity asked for 500,000 and we gave them 100,000 for the project. And the project, as time goes on, is not going to be completed by 2026. Now, is it in that agreement?
In the participation agreement, it is, yes.
We take that money back?
It clearly states that the project has to be completed by December 31st,
And if not, I
2026.
just want to make sure.
that's why on Lakeside, we did the full completion of the two.
Right,
Because if you dangle another 100,000 or 50,000 out there, how do we know exactly what they're gonna use the money for?
exactly.
And then 2 years from now, who's gonna remember if they even had it?
Well, the auditor will.
It kind of opens yourself up a little bit, I mean,
Right.
but I think you need it. I know, I thought that same thing over again, I mean,
Right.
you're partial, hard to track,
It's going to be very hard to track.
so.
So then, with that being said, then, do we want to table this till he's here?
I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we
I
don't-
think you're gonna have to see it change.
Yeah, and I really think that needs to be in there, because when you start talking about terminating this agreement, we need to express what we expect them to do if and when it's terminated.
I just table it, that way at least you can look at it, see if you like it or not.
I'd like to look at it one more time.
Or you can vote on it contingent upon change.
Well,
If it's like what you wanna get done.
I'd like to have it in front of us. This is a big deal. Let's make sure,
That's our two choices, so.
right, let's make sure this is right.
I think we I agree with you, we should table it.
That's good.
And one thing I'd like to do is whenever we do get the one that we like, Stephanie can email it to these folks that are receiving these grants. They can have their attorneys or whoever look through it. And that way, when they come back, when we have them come back in to finalize it, we can do it all at one time.
And they all agreed they would do it, so. there's no trouble.
I understand that. and
They
that's usually-
better agree to do it, if that's the only way to get it.
That's usually the case until the attorney looks at it and then.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right, we asked every one of them, when we brought them in, that they would sign the participation agreement.
They would.
So then,
I am her, yeah, I am her brother.
You go make a motion to table it.
Motion table.
Second.
Jim Marlowe,
Yeah.
Brent Gentry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for keeping us on track.
other than that,
Are you full name today, or?
Full names.
Full names.
You're not out of breath?
Well, she's had a few days off, so she's, everything's working
Yeah.
fine.
Doing good today.
Raised iron on all cylinders.
One of these days, he's gonna throw choice
She
words out
got
there.
a picture in the paper, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. good for you.
for doing the historic records online, 150 years of records
That what it was?
preserved, yeah.
I could do that.
I'm well preserved.
You age well. Is Junior give me a little juice? Make you look-
Yeah. Keeping me going.
Well, congratulations. That was
Keep it looking good.
What we need to do then is set up our next meeting, number one, to, get the finalization of the grant agreements. And then we also have cyber insurance. I think we all received the.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an increase in that.
Josh, and I'm not sure on that increase. I told Josh that the sheriff department takes care of that, if that's their issue or not. I'm not sure. We just need clarification on that.
I can't do it. They've been on go day.
But,
Lots of opportunity to get.
and then the other thing is, the hiring policy that Drew sent all of us, I believe. They worked on that. I think it's a good policy. Basically, it's just making sure that any opening in the county is put on our website, and you can post it anywhere else you want, much like what we did with the
Well,
assessor's office.
and I agree, and as was pointed out to us during that OSHA policy, everybody in the county is an employee of the county, it's an employee of this office. So I think we do need to know when there's openings.
And that way anybody can apply. Office holders still have the availability to choose who they want to hire
But that's not choosing for them. That's not what we're gonna do.
no,
We're not choosing
No,
for them.
no.
We just wanna know when there's an opening.
when there's an opening, so that we can get the word out so that people can apply.
What part of the website do you want to know?
It's our county website. And then-
Is there an employment?
There's a
Yeah.
jobs
Employment
tab,
drop
yeah.
down?
So it's
Make
already,
sure we're
it's
putting it in
already
the right
there.
spot.
It's already there. And then, like I said, just like what we did we have also put it on Indeed. Let's say the state's attorney's office want to hire somebody, there's also attorney websites that you can hire, or county clerk websites, or whatever, you can hire someone. Anything like that, so.
I think that worked out pretty good, the Indeed site, didn't it? I mean,
I think it
they
did.
brought
Apparently it's effective.
applications in.
So we can put that on the next meeting as well. So, which brings me to the next one. When do we want to have our next meeting?
We're meeting on which part, just for the deal with,
Well, it'd have to be.
what's the meeting, what we're gonna do in the next meeting?
For the cyber insurance
The hiring
and the hiring
policy, yeah, and, the grant agreement.
Well, if we get the participation agreement.
First before we meeting, we need to make sure that Andrew's gonna be here. It'd be step number one.
Yeah, right. Oh, no, we have directed Stephanie to send those out,
The letters.
the letters, so these entities will know that they're getting the money.
I'll send them out today.
And they can start moving forward. Okay.
So are we looking at another process between that and then signing the participation agreement?
Well, we got to approve that participation agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think so.
That's it. Once we get that done, then we're ready to.
So really,
Call them in.
that would be what is our next meeting then?
Yeah, that's it. And anything else that pops up in between,
Well, I mean,
I can't meet Friday afternoon. And,
just shoot for next week, just pick a day, it doesn't matter to me. But
I mean, we could do-
you need to text, maybe Andrew or somebody.
I'll get hold of him. I'll try to get
When
hold
you
of him.
text now, see if he's gonna be around, or?
Sure, go ahead. Thursday, I mean, we could do Thursday, if we did it, say like in the afternoon.
I don't care.
Thursday afternoon?
We just have to see what he,
I'm gonna ask Andrew if he can make a meeting this week, Thursday or Friday.
yeah, or Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
All right, so tentatively, let's look at Thursday. Thursday in the afternoon.
Yeah, we need to know today, maybe Thursday.
So other than that, that's all I've got.
So are you guys voting on these invoices today?
I guess we're probably able to do that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we had to vote on these invoices or not. All right, well.
I think he talked about the amounts last meeting, but I don't think he voted on them.
But I think we have set this up where we do vote.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. So we just need a motion then, to accept the invoices that Travis gave us.
Do we want to read amounts or just read? I've got two amounts there, is the only two?
Is that the amount, is that what you got? One,
Yeah.
and the 984?
No, actually, no. One. Yeah, that's
984, yeah.
726, 49, 984, 956, 57.
There's, I think they're listed by month, aren't they?
Yeah, every months, I think,
Right.
yeah. Yeah,
So one's gonna be a December, maybe December billing or November billing, and the other's gonna be December and January.
yeah, I'll just go ahead and make a motion on it.
So we'll just move somewhere, or
It will be right here, 9/1 to 9/30.
Ten one. Go ahead, 10.
yeah, okay, very well.
Right.
Here, 10.
91, yeah, but 930.
Read not, not her girl. We'll do, I guess we do, you probably had it, we can have them together, can we, man? Where's the total
I
payout?
just do them as two different
Yeah,
batches.
yeah.
And then you guys are gonna sign off on those, just like.
Right.
Okay, make a motion to approve road project billing from Baxter Construction. Their project period date from 9/1/20 to 9/30/21. In the amount of $984,956.57.
Okay, I'll second that.
Jim Marlowe?
Good.
Bridge Gentry?
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson?
Make a motion to approve pay request from Baxter Construction. This will be application number 2, project period from 11/19/21 to 12/18/21 for an amount of $1,328,726.49.
Second.
Jim Marlowe?
Good.
Bridge Gentry?
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson?
All right.
Have we heard anything at all about, because Brett's going to be talking to Travis about that personnel issue. Have we heard anything at all on any of these other contracts we still have got to negotiate?
Just the corrections, just those. But that's the one because I saw Jeremy being there, and I thought, I know.
Do we need to have a conversation with Brett to find out where those are at?
Well, I know where that one is, I don't know, I haven't heard a word of the highway department. Well, I think we know where it's going to end up, but
Okay, well, I asked him about it earlier.
I did too, like a week ago.
Right.
I know he's
Well,
covered,
he's-
I know he's covered up, I get it, but.
He's meeting with Travis on Friday, and I hate, if his attention is here at that point, I'd hate to lose that opportunity to talk to him again.
my dad's got surgery right now, I don't know what time it is, good afternoon, but I'll get in one way or the other, so.
So, send a message, I'll send a message then to Rhett.
Yeah, he really hasn't really popped back on that, so I don't know if he's waiting on them,
Time's going, I mean,
that's what they want.
Okay.
But I won't talk about it here, but that's what they want.
All right.
I got it.
Need a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
I'll say that one.
Jim Marlowe,
Yeah.
Greg Gentry,
Okay.
Tim Atkinson.
There you are, girl.
Did you shut the phone off?
Yeah, I'll sign this one real quick.
Jim, you need to sign that appointment so we can give that to Alex. We just sworn in.
Sworn in, sworn out, that's how it works.
You got the.
I can do it for all three of us to sign it. On the-
Do we all have to sign that, or just?
No, just one.
Okay.
Here's the list.
All right. There's Tim on that one.
There should be more. Where's two? This is all one. Oh, that's two.
That was, I think that's a stack of waivers and affidavits and invoices for subs.
Come on, Stephanie.
Well, she said that she numbered these 1 and 2.
Come on, Stephanie.
These are just all one. Is there not anything else?
Huh? No, I don't think so.
That was what he used to bind up all those billing forms.
Well, they'll figure it out then.
And then after we get that grant agreement, then we just set the time to, the day to have everybody come in so we can sign that.
Roll on, 18-wheeler. All right. Good deal, Lucille.
So does Amanda just sign this one? I get you. Or do you
Huh?
sign this? Let me ask her.
Okay.